Ants are fascinating creatures that belong to the family Formicidae, and they are eusocial insects, meaning they exhibit a high level of social organization. With over 12,000 known species, ants are found on every continent except Antarctica, making them one of the most widespread and successful groups of insects on Earth. Their ability to live in structured nest communities and their complex behaviors contribute significantly to their success. Eusociality is a defining characteristic of ants. This form of social organization is marked by cooperative brood care, overlapping generations within a colony, and a reproductive division of labor. In an ant colony, there are distinct castes, each with specific roles. The colony typically consists of egg-laying queens, males, and non-reproductive female worker ants. The queens are responsible for reproduction, while the male's primary role is to mate with the queens. The worker ants, which are all female, perform various tasks such as building nests, defending the colony, foraging for food, and caring for the young. Foraging is a critical activity for ants, and they have developed sophisticated methods to locate and exploit food sources. One of the most remarkable aspects of ant foraging behavior is their use of pheromone trails. When a worker ant finds a food source, it lays down a pheromone trail on its way back to the nest. This chemical trail guides other ants to the food source, allowing for rapid recruitment and efficient exploitation of the resource. The strength of the pheromone trail can also indicate the quality and quantity of the food, helping the colony prioritize its efforts. Some ant species have taken foraging to another level by practicing forms of agriculture. For example, leafcutter ants cultivate fungus gardens. They cut leaves and bring them back to their nests, where they use the leaves as a substrate to grow fungus, which serves as their primary food source. Other ants, such as certain species of aphid farming ants, tend to and protect aphids in exchange for honeydew, a sugary substance excreted by the aphids. This mutualistic relationship benefits both the ants and the aphids. The diet of ants is quite varied, as they are omnivorous. They consume a wide range of foods, but they tend to favor sugary substances like honeydew and nectar. Many ants also act as scavengers, collecting and eating organic debris and dead insects. Some species are hunters, capturing and consuming other small insects and invertebrates. Within the colony, food is often shared through a process called trophallaxis, where ants regurgitate food and feed it mouth-to-mouth to other members of the colony. This method of food sharing ensures that all members of the colony, including the queen and the larvae, receive the necessary nutrients. Communication is vital to the functioning of an ant colony, and ants rely heavily on pheromones for this purpose. Pheromones are chemical signals that ants use to communicate a wide range of information. For example, pheromones can mark trails to food sources, identify nestmates, signal alarm in case of danger, and coordinate various roles within the colony. In addition to chemical communication, ants also use tactile methods. They communicate by touch using their antennae, which can convey information through tapping and other movements. This tactile communication is often used to rouse or lead nestmates. Some ants also produce sounds through a process called stridulation, where they rub body parts together to create signals. These sounds can serve various functions within the colony, such as coordinating activities or signaling distress. The combination of chemical, tactile, and auditory communication methods allows ants to maintain the high level of organization and cooperation that characterizes their societies. In summary, ants are eusocial insects with a complex social structure and a wide range of behaviors that contribute to their success. Their colonies are organized into castes, with queens, males, and worker ants each playing specific roles. Foraging is a critical activity, and ants use pheromone trails to efficiently locate and exploit food sources. Some species practice forms of agriculture, cultivating fungus gardens or farming aphids for honeydew. Ants have a varied diet, and they share food within the colony through trophallaxis. Communication is essential to the functioning of an ant colony, and ants use a combination of pheromones, tactile signals, and stridulation to convey information and coordinate their activities. These behaviors and adaptations make ants one of the most successful and fascinating groups of insects on Earth.